Welcome to Constant TV, where legitimacy and consistency rule.
History remembers powerful women who defied expectations. One such woman was Queen Nzinga Mbande. She was a cunning strategist and a fierce warrior. Nzinga ruled the Ndongo and Matamba kingdoms in the 17th century. She fought relentlessly against Portuguese colonialism. She is an icon of African resistance. Nzinga's story is one of courage and resilience. She used diplomacy and warfare to protect her people. She remains a symbol of African strength and determination. Her legacy continues to inspire people around the world. Nzinga was born into a time of great change and upheaval. It was the late 16th century in what is now Angola. The transatlantic slave trade was booming. The Portuguese were trying to expand their control over the region. Nzinga's father, King Kiluanji Kia Ndambi, ruled the Ndongo people. He prepared Nzinga for leadership. She learned military strategy, diplomacy, and statecraft. These skills would prove invaluable later in her life. However, court life was also fraught with danger. Nzinga witnessed betrayals and power struggles. This environment honed her sharp instincts and political acumen. Little did she know she would one day be at the heart of the struggle for her kingdom's survival. In 1622, Nzinga's brother, now King Nzinga Mbande, sent her on a risky mission. The Portuguese were encroaching on Ndongo territory. Nzinga Mbande tasked Nzinga with negotiating a peace treaty. Nzinga, a skilled diplomat, agreed to meet the Portuguese governor. To show good faith, she converted to Christianity. She adopted the name Ana de Sousa. These negotiations were fraught with cultural misunderstandings. Nzinga's tactical brilliance was evident. She used the negotiations to buy time and strengthen Ndongo's position. This early encounter demonstrated Nzinga's understanding of her adversaries and her willingness to use any means necessary to protect her people. Tragedy struck the Ndongo kingdom. King Nzinga Mbande died in 1624. Nzinga, with her sharp mind and strong will, was the obvious choice to succeed her brother. However, Nzinga's ascension to the throne was not easy. She faced resistance from within her own court. Many believed a woman was unfit to rule. Nzinga, unfazed by the challenges, consolidated her power. She proved her doubters wrong with her decisive leadership and strategic thinking. She was ready to lead her people in the fight for their freedom. Section 5. The Luanda Meeting, a display of power and protocol. In 1626, the Portuguese governor invited Nzinga to Luanda for another round of negotiations. This was not the first time they had met, but the stakes were higher than ever. The Portuguese were determined to assert their dominance, while Nzinga was equally resolute in defending her people's sovereignty. Nzinga knew this was a power play. She had faced many such challenges before and had always emerged stronger. Her keen understanding of political dynamics and her unwavering resolve made her a formidable opponent. She refused to be intimidated. Her presence alone was a statement of defiance and strength. She carried herself with the dignity and confidence befitting a queen. Upon her arrival, the governor had placed a low stool for her. This was a calculated move, designed to belittle her and assert Portuguese superiority. This was a deliberate insult meant to undermine her authority. The governor's expression was one of smug satisfaction, believing he had gained the upper hand. Nzinga, ever resourceful, quickly summoned one of her servants. She had anticipated such a slight and was prepared to turn the situation to her advantage. The servant knelt, acting as a human throne for Nzinga. This act was not just a practical solution, but a powerful symbol of her ingenuity and resilience. This powerful act sent a clear message to the Portuguese. Nzinga was not someone who could be easily dismissed or disrespected. Nzinga would not be disrespected. Her actions spoke louder than words, demonstrating her unyielding spirit and strategic acumen. She was an equal, not a subordinate. This confrontation was a pivotal moment, highlighting the clash of cultures and the struggle for power. This event solidified Nzinga's image as a shrewd leader who refused to bow to colonial pressure. Her legacy as a symbol of resistance and empowerment endures to this day, inspiring generations to stand firm in the face of adversity. Section 6. Strategic Retreat and the Founding of Matamba. Despite Nzinga's efforts, the Portuguese continued their aggression. Facing a superior enemy, Nzinga made a strategic decision. She withdrew from Ndongo and moved eastward. She established a new base in Matamba, a neighboring kingdom. Matamba was known for its fierce warrior women. Nzinga, seeing an opportunity, formed an alliance with them. This move demonstrated Nzinga's tactical brilliance. She understood the importance of choosing her battles. Her retreat wasn't a defeat. It was a strategic maneuver to regroup and rebuild her forces. Section 7. Forging Alliances, the Dutch Connection. In the 17th century, Europe was a hotbed of colonial rivalry. The Dutch, seeking to expand their own trade routes, saw an opportunity in Nzinga's struggle. Nzinga, recognizing a common enemy in the Portuguese, formed an alliance with the Dutch. This strategic partnership provided Nzinga with much-needed resources and military support. Nzinga's ability to secure alliances with European powers demonstrated her political savvy. She understood the dynamics of the colonial game. She used these alliances to bolster her resistance and fight for the liberation of her people. Section 8. Resistance and Warfare, Nzinga's Military Acumen. For the next 3 decades, Nzinga waged a relentless guerrilla war against the Portuguese. She was a brilliant military strategist. She used her knowledge of the terrain to her advantage. Nzinga also understood the importance of intelligence gathering. She created a network of spies to keep track of Portuguese movements. Her forces, a mix of Ndongo and Matamba warriors, were known for their ferocity and skill. Nzinga's military successes earned her the respect of her enemies. They called her a woman of great spirit and talent in war. Her resistance inspired others to rise up against colonial oppression. Section 9. Legacy of Defiance. A beacon of resistance. Queen Nzinga Mbande died in 1663 at the age of 81. She had ruled for nearly 4 decades. She never gave up the fight for her people's freedom. Even in death, Nzinga remained a symbol of resistance. Her memory inspired her people to continue the fight against Portuguese colonialism. It took another 40 years, but the Portuguese were finally driven out of Ndongo and Matamba. Nzinga's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to resist oppression. She is remembered as a queen, a warrior, and a liberator. Her legacy continues to inspire people around the world who fight for justice and equality. Section 10. Cultural Impact. Nzinga in Art and Memory. Nzinga's story has transcended the boundaries of history books. Her legacy is not confined to the pages of academic texts or historical records. She has become a legend, celebrated in art, music, and literature. Artists and musicians draw inspiration from her life, creating works that honor her bravery and leadership. Her image appears on Angolan currency, symbolizing her importance to the nation's heritage and identity. She is the subject of countless songs, poems, and plays. These artistic expressions keep her memory alive and relevant in contemporary culture. Her story has been passed down through generations. Elders recount her tales to the young, ensuring that her legacy endures. It serves as a reminder of African strength and resilience. Her story is a testament to the enduring spirit of resistance and the power of unity. Nzinga's defiance of colonialism continues to resonate with people across the African diaspora and beyond. Her fight against oppression inspires movements for justice and equality worldwide. Nzinga's legacy is a reminder that history is not just about dates and events. It is about the people who shape the course of human events, leaving an indelible mark on the world. It is about the people who shape the course of human events. Her story is a powerful example of how one person's courage and determination can influence generations. Nzinga's story reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person's courage can make a difference. Her legacy continues to inspire and empower people to stand up for their rights and fight for a better future. Section 11. Conclusion. Nzinga's enduring legacy, a symbol of African resistance. Queen Nzinga Mbande was more than just a ruler. She was a beacon of hope and a symbol of defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. She was a symbol of resistance against colonialism, leading her people with unmatched bravery and strategic acumen. Her intelligence, courage, and determination made her a formidable opponent. She negotiated with colonial powers, often outsmarting them with her wit and diplomacy. She's remembered as one of the greatest female rulers in African history. Her leadership extended beyond the battlefield, influencing political and social structures. Nzinga's story reminds us that the fight for freedom is a continuous struggle. Her relentless pursuit of justice and equality set a precedent for future generations. She serves as an inspiration to all those who fight for justice and equality. Her legacy is a testament to the power of resilience and the human spirit. Her legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Educators and historians ensure that her story is passed down, teaching the values of courage and perseverance. Nzinga's story is a powerful reminder of the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. Her life exemplifies the strength and determination needed to face challenges. Her life and legacy continue to resonate with people around the world. She is celebrated in various cultures, symbolizing the universal fight for freedom. She remains a shining example of courage, resilience, and the fight for freedom. Her story is a beacon of hope for all who strive for a better world.